Anti-goals. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 355 of the Shower Podcast, the podcast where I'm in my shower and you do you. I'm your host, Chip, and this is the second of the usual couple of episodes of the Weekend Drop, the shorter, easier version of the Shower Podcast, where in just one episode, I give you a clear idea you can carry into the weekend. Before we start, as usual, if you end up liking this episode, remember that liking and subscribing really mean a lot for me. They're just one click, but they really make the difference. Thank you very much for considering it. Instead of adding more to do, you decide what not to allow. The traps that reliably wreck your day, and you remove them on purpose. Basically, you're winning by subtraction. When most people think of improvement, they add more tools, more rules, more steps, but we systematically overlook subtraction as a way to make things better. In 2021, Gabriel Adams and colleagues published work in Nature showing that when people are asked to improve objects, ideas, or situations, they default to adding. Subtractive changes are under-considered unless prompted. You can feel that bias in daily life. We clutter a system trying to fix it when removing one friction point would have done more. We pile another habit on a crowded morning when deleting a single drain would have given you the whole day back. Anti-goals give subtraction a seat at the table. Think of anti-goals as gentle guardrails rather than harsh bands. The aim isn't to make life narrow, it's to keep the lane clear so the right work happens by default. You decide the phone won't sleep in the bedroom, so mornings start on your terms. You decide that on deep work days, no meetings land before 10, so your best hours aren't traded away. You decide sugar doesn't show up before lunch, so the afternoon doesn't crash. Each is a removal that protects energy, attention, or mood. And because they're removals, they're easier to remember. Nothing new to juggle, just fewer ways to fall into the same hole. This links quietly to what you already know about your week. You've seen the patterns. You know the 2 or 3 actions that hijack your day more than anything else. You also know you don't need to eliminate them forever to get the benefit. 2 phone-free nights change how the whole week feels. 1 protected start on a deep project pays for itself. The trick is to make the rule small, visible, and easy to keep. Post it where the decision happens. Say it out loud once so your brain hears the commitment. And when you keep it, notice the downstream effects without turning it into a crusade. Anti-goals are a light touch but heavy impact. So, let's make it practical this weekend. Picture tomorrow as a simple scene. What would derail it fastest? The late scroll that steals sleep? The automatic yes to an early meeting? The grazing that leaves you foggy by 2? Choose one of those and remove it for 48 hours. Move the charger out of the bedroom and put a book on the pillow. Block the early slot on your calendar and label it Protect Focus. Prep a protein-forward breakfast and make it the first thing you see. Subtraction isn't glamorous, but it's efficient. When the hole is filled in, you don't need to build a fence. So, here's your weekend drop challenge. Write 3 anti-goals for the next 48 hours in 1 sentence each. Place them where they matter and treat them like guardrails you bounce off, not rules you break once and you abandon. At the end, check the feel of your days. If the ground felt smoother, keep the one that paid you back and retire the others until you need them. Adams and colleagues are a good reminder. Improvement doesn't just live in adding. Often, the fastest way forward is to take away the things that keep pulling you back. That was all for today. Thank you very much for listening. If you made it so far, feel free to interact with this content in any way, shape, or form you like by liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Whatever works for you works for me. And, as usual, stay consistent, stay resilient. This was the Shower Podcast, and tomorrow we're going to start our last mini-series. Stay tuned.